For TraderInsight.com, I'm Adrian Manns. Let's have a review of the Thursday, May 31st, 2018 Fastball XRV setups. So this is our first morning back from Miami Beach, and doing these on autopilot did not result in an entry on Applied Optoelectronics Incorporated, ticker symbol AAOI. The original stop on this one was down underneath this range, and that gave us a 38.92 stop out. The go price on this, anywhere from $40.70 up to $40.90. And of course, this morning's gap got us right into 41.03. So if you were going to take this trade, where would you have taken it? Right at the high of this pullback, just like we do with any kind of a standard pullback over the course of the day, would have been a good place to get in. You could have then taken this for the move up into the $42.24 pivot and then right away moved your stop up to that 41.03 level. Once we had this consolidation in place and the move up through the pivot, another good trade on this one, 42.24, looking for 43.87. And then when this consolidation happened, you had the potential for a measured move replicating this leg right here, up above the R2 pivot. This is all stuff we've talked about lots and lots in the Income Trading Academy and at the boot camp. But you can see here that this really had the potential for being a very big move on the session. You just had to catch it without the benefit of automated entries. American Campus Communities Incorporated, ticker symbol ACC. A 40.27 entry on this one would have had a really nice wide stop down at about $39.82. As you can see, once we started trading this morning, the stock ran right into some overhead supply. There was obviously a seller there willing to meet with yesterday's buyer, and we had all this volume just push the stock right back down into the range. So no trigger on ACC today. Expeditors International, ticker symbol EXPD. This had a go line right up above yesterday's high, $75.58. My stop on this one down underneath this cascading range, got you down below the closing range, obviously at 75.31, and then down below what created this rise going into the close on a bunch of volume, $74.98. So EXPD turned around, wound up stopping out after a really shallow trigger on an entry. If you saw this double header here and then this move down through 75.31, you could also have, of course, used this morning range right in here as your stop loss. About $75.11. Didn't save you much, but there was good logic for moving the stop loss there if that's what you did. Next on the list, we had GRUB Incorporated, ticker symbol GRUB. This one had an entry up around $108.24 and a really wide stop on the morning to accommodate what happened here yesterday. So in order to catch everything that was going on from this bump up into this range, had to keep a stop down really at $106.14. So that's over $2 on a stop out. So that's why I'm a big advocate of reducing share size rather than trying to narrow a stop. Obviously, this had the potential to get up to $110. We knew there was going to be volatility on the open on GRUB. There always is. And that volatility was probably going to try to spike it down into this area once again, since that's where it came from yesterday. Once the stock opened, it traded almost up to 50% to target. Didn't quite make it there. Came back down, stayed in the range, came up, gave another 108.24 entry opportunity if you caught it, and then up to the 110 profit target. Nice little consolidation under the pivot, pop up above the pivot, and a move up to 111.50. So this is just an example of when you see a really tight, slim consolidation like this, of you need to be wary of where it's likely to go, what it's likely to test if it breaks out of the bottom of the consolidation. And here that logic is really clear. This big bar that boomed up into this range was what had to be accounted for if the stock came moving down through the bottom of the range. Finally, we had Shenyang Energy Incorporated, ticker symbol LNG. This one was another one of these deals where you really had to look at what created the push into the close. So you could have a stop down underneath the 66.48 level, but really you had to come down closer to 66.20, and then once you saw this bar on the open, start making adjustments as it made its move up through the entry trigger. Entry price on this one wound up being just above 67.17. Stocks pushed all the way up into the 68.05 level. The first time that it got there and then made this sharp infield fly reversal was the tell that it might not make it up above. And then when we got up and started testing this range again and couldn't make it up and out, we really had good reason to take a discretionary exit on LNG. LNG, if you took that exit, about 50 cents per share, and if you just rode it out back down to break even, $67.17. One way or another, the stock just sort of wound up floating in this range, and you can see that the retest of this low from the closing range on Wednesday winds up being a pretty viable place to say this would be the stop if we had another trigger. There you have it, fastball XRVs for Thursday. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, adrian@traderinsight.com. I hope you had a great trading day today and an even better one on deck for tomorrow. It's the best trader education anywhere, only from traderinsight.com.